From the cells in our body to the stars in the sky, it is undeniable that the world is made of magic. The face, or the explanation we decide to put behind this magic, is uniquely different for each and every one of us. From what I've learned, people go through certain religious phases in their lives. Though everyone's journey is different, it seems that in order to progress, one must be exposed to religious diversity, knowledge, and experience. There is no better place in the world that can provide these tools better than California. California pluralism allows people to go on a truly authentic spiritual journey. My attitude towards religion came at an early age. Although my father's Jewish and my mother's Catholic, my mom was compelled to raise me as Catholic as well. My mother felt a deep connection with her religion, which was embedded in her roots, so naturally she wanted to share it with me. I attended a Catholic school, went to church twice a week, and prayed before every meal in bed. Being so young, though, I never really thought of religion as anything more than a part of my daily routine. Similar to many, I was just too young and too naive to understand the depths of what religion meant, so I just did as I was told. As a child, our whole worlds are made up of fairy tales, so the notion of a man in the sky that directs and created the world just seemed like another thing I could take for face value, like Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy.
Other than the rituals that we had at home, I thought it was very Christian because I didn't know the difference. Walking down the streets with them singing, "Jesus loves me 'cause I know," and I had no idea what that all meant. It just was a fun song we were singing.
I'd say most of my early thinking was shaped by religion in one way or the other, either positively or negatively.
My mom has schizophrenia. We were actually being taken by the county because my mother had basically a breakdown. I remember coming back home after the 3 days, and I went down the corner to the St. Joachim's Church, and like I was saying, that pretty statue that's outside, and people I could see were praying outside, and I went to the statue, and oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna cry. But anyways, I remember going to the statue, and this was at night, and I didn't have my sister with me, but I just walked down the corner, and I remember praying at the statue, and I didn't understand. I just know that people came away feeling good. I remember seeing that. And I was praying to the statue and asking her to help my mom, to make her feel better. And I don't know why I thought that, except for what I saw other people doing. And I kept calling her, there's a big Spanish population, so they, madre, madre, they kept saying madre, madre. So I called her madre too. And I felt good after I kneeled down like everybody else did and everything, and I was 10, but I walked away from there thinking, okay, I feel better now, and maybe my mommy will be better. And I was just really praying that everything would get better. And I don't know.
With time, innocence diminishes, and our clouded fairy tale thinking follows. As I grew older, the violence, hate, and conflict that arose from religion began to become greatly unappealing to me. A pivotal moment in my religious journey that I can remember was when I was first given the option to go to a public school as opposed to the Catholic school that I had already been attending. It was the first time that I was able to exercise choice when it came to religion. So, not only did attending this public school make religion less relevant to me at the time, but it also exposed me to many other religions.
But once this man in this temple gets up and solicits donations so that everyone should give a certain amount of their money to the temple, and his remarks were, just remember, everything costs money, and religion, you have to buy religion. Well, I looked at my husband Gerd, and he looked at me, because both of us were kind of non-religious. And we walked out of that temple and never came back.
From my experiences, especially that doesn't play a role in my life anymore.
I just sort of had a rebellion against everything that I had been denied. I mean, this is my opinion, my way of putting it, had been denied all through my childhood.
With age, my passive attitude began to diminish. I found myself beginning to care about the world and all of its unanswered questions. I began searching for meaning behind almost everything. Classes like biology I especially took to, sparking my fascination about life even more. I realized that everything in this world works together, even on the microscopic level. So, oddly enough, this helped me gain some clarity.
And fasted on Yom Kippur, not because of religion, and this always makes me cry when I say it, but because I think of those 6 million people who believed in their religion, not like me, who gave their lives for what they believed. And I figure one day a year I can not eat in remembrance of those who have died.
My religion is to be kind to my fellow human being, to try to help people when I can, as often as I can, and that's it.
We basically live the life of just accepting everybody for whatever they want to believe in, and that's, I guess, in our own form, our way of our beliefs. When I think of the word secular, maybe I'm closer to that, but I'm not an atheist, because I do believe in, like I said, I do believe in a higher something or someone power. So it's really weird. Maybe convenience.
I do, have my spiritual moments, and I do believe in a supreme being because of just what is around us, the world and nature and the beauty that, and my life is in the world of beauty.
God is important. I don't believe there's a hereafter, that we're going to go flying around on clouds and see angels. But I believe when I look out into that open sky, and it's so full of so much, that there is a God. There has to be. I look at a flower, I know there's a God. Maybe one day there will not be any, quote, major religions. Maybe we'll all be kind of religious together.
All I can say I know right now is that we're all important and that there's a reason for everything. California Pluralism has facilitated me to where I am right now. When people aren't exposed to this type of pluralism, they sometimes aren't able to spiritually mature, tending to skip from initial exposure of religion to just accepting a solidified belief. But from all the interviews I gathered of my family members, it became quite apparent that spiritual progression molds us as individuals. So for me, growing up in California with a Jewish father, Catholic mother, and relatives of all different types of traditions, the meaning of California pluralism really embodies the way that I've always viewed religion. So, although I've yet to reach my destination, I will continue to live in this way. A way that welcomes new thoughts and beliefs and ideas with nothing but openness, acceptance, respect, and kindness.